Hi all, good morning. Today I'm going to introduce Girish, who will be leading today's Statistics 2 problem solving session. He is currently a BS student and he is also working as a passionate software developer side by side to the BS program from Chennai. And he is also a recent BE Computer Science Engineering graduate from the class of 2024. With a strong interest in mathematics and coding, Girish brings a unique blend of analytical thinking and programming expertise. His curiosity for numbers and logic makes him well equipped to guide us through today's session, where we will tackle real world statistical problems with a very practical approach. So, let us welcome Girish as he takes us through this engaging and insightful session. Over to you, Girish.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you for the kind introduction. Hi everyone. I'm Girish, and I'm currently a BA student and RC of Chennai region of Wayanad House. I have always had a deep interest in mathematics and coding. Two things that I believe will go hand in hand when it comes to problem solving. In today's session, we will focus on statistics problem solving, exploring the concepts and applications. Whether you are just starting out or already comfortable with the basics, I will try to keep this session interactive and approachable at all levels. Just feel free to ask any questions, or if you have any doubts or something, you can just unmute and ask anytime. Just looking forward to learning together and make the session engaging. Let's get started. First, I would like to ask if you have any questions or any particular topics to discuss before diving into problems. Like, if you have any questions, you can just unmute and ask, like, be it an PYQs or, yeah, you can go ahead, Sneha.
Sir, I have problem in B gate central limit theorem. I couldn't
Okay,
understand it.
okay, great. Let me share my screen first. Yeah, is my screen visible?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Let's take one problem and then I'll explain you how to solve problems based on CLT. Let's take this problem. We are given you have to use CLT to find the minimum number of tosses of a fair coin, so that the probability that the average number of hits obtained differs at most 0.02 from 0.5 is at least 0.95. We are given some values which may or may not be useful. We have to find the minimum number of tosses, right? You understood the problem is right. Like, we have to identify what is the minimum number of tosses required, so that the average of those number of hits that is obtained, it differs from 0.5, at most 0.02. That probability is at least 0.95. Let me write that down for you. So let me write x1, x2. We have n distributions. Okay. So uh, let us take any random variable xi, right? It will follow Bernoulli distribution with probability 0.5. Uh, do you agree with this? Like, x can be any toss, and that follows Bernoulli distribution with the probability 0.5. So we are making it as n tosses. Each can be x1, x2 till xn. So let me write that down. We are asking that average number of hits. When we take average, let me define a variable y, or more like, what to say, like, so more probably, like, we will be using x bar to denote. So I'm just using the same. So that will become x1 plus x2, so on up to xn divided by n. Right. Now, for xi, if you see, for xi I'm talking expectation of xi, which is nothing but for but its Bernoulli distribution, it's p, it's 0.5, and variance of xi, that is nothing but p into 1 minus p, which is 0.25. Now coming to x bar, expectation of x bar, that will become mu. Mu is same as expectation of xi, which is 0.5, and this variance of x bar, which is nothing but sigma square by n, and which is nothing but what, 0.25 divided by n. So are you comfortable till this point? How I got expectation of x bar and variance of x bar, or should I
Yes.
explain this?
No.
This is fine. Okay, okay, right. So this is the expectation and this is variance. Now what the central limit theorem will say is, so let's consider this x bar minus expectation of x bar divided by standard deviation of x bar. This actually follows normal distribution, right? This follows in fact, it follows standard normal distribution. So I will write this as z. Basically, this is your z. Z will be x bar minus 0.5 divided by standard deviation, means square root of variance, which is 0.25 by n, which is nothing but root n x bar minus 0.5 divided by 0.5. This is your z. You got this till this point. Now I will formulate the question. Yeah. Now I'll formulate the question in this way. What they are asking is average number of hits obtained differs at most 0.02 from 0.5. So that is nothing but the probability of modulus of x bar minus 0.5 at most 0.02, 0.02, right? 0.02 is at least 0.95. This is nothing but this is the average number of it. It differs from 0.5 at most 0.02 by 0.95. This question I just write it as mathematical expression here. Now, if I can expand this, right, like this is modulus. So I can write that as now in order to convert this into this form, right, like x bar minus 0.05, I have to divide by 0.5 by root n. So that's what I'm going to do now. So that becomes 0.5 divide by root n. Same way I have to do it here. Same thing I have to do it here. Okay. So this becomes, it's 0.5, right? Yeah, it's 0.5, not 0.05. 0.5 by root n and 0.5 by root n. So this basically what it becomes is minus 0.04 root n. Can I replace this with z? This is actually a z we calculated above. And this is nothing but 0.04 root n, which is greater than 0.9. And if you see this one, this is basically what? If z of 0.04 root n minus f z of minus 0.04 root n, which is greater than 0.9. Are you clear till this point? See, since this follows standard normal distribution, I am just writing this as fz of 0.04 minus this minus this. So I can write that formula as well for you here. So if this is standard normal distribution, then this is basically what? Fz of b minus fz of a. I just apply this here. Is it clear?
Yeah,
Now what we can do, this can be written as, can I write this thing as 1 minus fz of 0.04 root n?
yes, we can.
Yeah. So this basically will give you 2fz 0.04 root n, and adding 1 on both sides, you can just simplify this like this. So fz of 0.04 root n, this will give you what? 1.95 divided by 2, and 1.95 divided by 2, what else? Can I write it as 0.975? And so if in the question they will give you some values of this. See, as far this question is concerned, we can have this one. Like they will mention the value in this question. This value will be given, or you can calculate it from the Z table. So this one is basically 0.04 root 10 greater than fz of 1.96, and this is nothing but 4 root 10 by 100 greater than equal to 1.96. This will give you root 10 greater than 196 divided by 4, and this is nothing but 196 divided by 4. You can simply write it as 49. So n is greater than 49 square. So n is greater than or equal to, what is 49 square? 240. So in the question they have asked, if I just go back to the question, they have asked minimum number of tosses, and this will be your minimum number of tosses, 240. Getting this point?
Yeah,
So the core concept of CLT that is used here is, if you are given X bar, like this question expected you to calculate this X bar minus mu divide by sigma, everything with respect to this X bar. This follows standard normal distribution with 0, comma 1, mu and sigma square, and that can be represented using FZ function. So that's the point. Like you can convert everything into this form where we have done that. Yeah, like this is the application of CLT over here. Right. This becomes follows here normal distribution. Right. You got this?
yes, sir.
Yeah. Shall we solve one more question of the same sort to get it better?
Yeah,
Yeah. Let me take. Let's take this problem only. So you are given a random variable x, right? So this is representing the number of cherries in a cherry puff, and it has the following probability distribution. Find the probability that average number of cherries. So again, you can see it is telling average number of cherries in 36 cherry puffs will be less than 13. So n is 36 and we are given x bar, like we have to write it in terms of that. That will be less than 13. Right. So now let's try to express this in the terms. So you can have, all right, I'll just write the problem for you. So we are given n is to be 36. And if you look at here, each random variable, like each cherry puff, right, like it has the following distribution, like 10, 12, 14, 16. The probability of x is equal to x. This is basically 0 0.2, 0 0.4, 0 0.1, 0 0.3. So this is basically for your xi, and what we wanted is x bar. They have mentioned it to be for 36 Cherikov. So like x1, x2 till x36 divided by 36. And we wanted to calculate this expectation of x bar. Simply expectation of x bar is nothing but expectation of xi, which is nothing but mu. And similarly, variance of x bar, that is nothing but sigma square by 36. And this sigma is nothing but variance of xi divided by 36. You got till this point? Is it clear?
Yeah.
Yeah. So now let's try to calculate this expectation of xi or mu from this one. So this is not any distribution that is following like standard distribution. In the previous case, we saw like they are following what Bernoulli distribution, but in this question it is not. So we wanted to identify. They have given this PMF and we wanted to calculate it. So expectation of xi, that is nothing but x into p of x. So that like basically summation of x into p of x. So it was 10 into 0 0.2 plus 12 into 0 0.4 plus 14 into 0 0.5 plus 16 into 0 0.3. If you solve this, this is 2 plus 4.8 plus 1.4 plus 4.8. So this will give you what? 4.8 plus 4.8 is 9.6, 9.6, 11, 12, 13, right? This is 13. Now let's calculate expectation of xi square. In order to calculate variance of xi, I'm just calculating this. So this is basically 100 into 0 0.2 plus 144 to 0 0.4 plus 196 0 0.5 plus 256. I'm just squaring it and then multiplying with the probability. Like expectation of xi square is nothing but x square into p of xi. So here it is 20 and 145, 57.6, and this become 19.6. And this one we need to calculate it. I think it should be 76.8 if I'm not wrong.
One
Just
second.
let, yeah, yeah. You have any doubts?
No.
Okay. You are understanding till what I'm doing here, right? I'm just calculating
Yes.
expectation of xi squared to get the variance of xi. So just summing these things will give me what
172.
174. Now variance of xi to be written, that is nothing but expectation of xi square minus expectation of xi whole square. So that can be written as 174 minus 13 square, which is nothing but 169. And this is basically so SD of xi will be root of 5. Now just substituting this back here. So mu we have identified to be 13, and then variance of xi, this to be what? Variance of xi is to be 5, and this becomes 5 by 36. So in this question, it is mentioned like I will transform the question into the probability statement now. Find the probability of that the average number of series x bar will be less than 13. Okay. So now I can write Z here again. Like let us convert this into a normal distribution. X bar minus mu divided by sigma. This follows normal distribution, standard normal distribution in fact. And what is X bar here? On mu we have calculated it to be 13, and sigma, what is the variance we calculated? 5 by 36, and this becomes root 5 by 6. You got till this point, right? Like I converted it into Z. This follows normal distribution, and this is asked in the question, right? Is it clear till this point? Uh, is it fine, or shall I explain it again? Yeah, okay. So this basically Z is equal to X bar. Like X bar is like average of 36. So that is acts as it is. And minus mu divided by sigma. This is basically normal distribution, and mu is 13 here, and here it is. So I will take this statement again now. Like what is asked in the question, like X bar less than 13, they have asked. So what I'm going to do now, I will just subtract mu from it divided by sigma, that is 13. 13 minus mu. Mu is what? Mu is 13, right? We calculated it here. Mu is 13, and sigma is root 5 by 6. So root 5 by 6. So this becomes probability of z less than 13 minus 13, 0. This is nothing but fz of 0. And what is fz of 0? We know that is 0 0.5, right? You know that, right? Like in the standard normal distribution, fz of 0 means all these points. This probability is 0 0.5, right? So this your answer is 0 0.5.
Okay.
Is it clear?
Yes.
Now you are able to use CLT, or should we do few more problems?
Can we do one question from weighted assignment?
Sure.
Okay.
Do you have any specific question, or
Susanna. Question number 8.
just a second? I'll check what is there in mind. So question number, you mean this problem?
No, you have written.
Or which problem exactly? I think
Is
it's different.
the number of online orders received by a bookstore follows a Poisson distribution with a mean rate of 20 orders per hour. The store
Oh,
operates for 10-hour daily. Using the CLT, estimate the probability that the total number of orders received in a 10-hour period is between 180 to 220.
okay, okay. Like, could you just explain it again? Like, what is? Let's translate the question into statement here. So, just tell me what XI is following.
If you
It's
want, then
Poisson,
I'll
right?
share my screen.
Yeah, sure, that works.
Okay.
Just a second. Yeah, you can share your screen.
I just it,
Uh, yeah, it is. So the number of online orders received by a bookstore follows Python distribution with the mean is okay. The store operate for 10 hours daily. Okay. Then the total number of received in a 10-hour period is this. Okay. Okay. Using central limit theorem, we have to solve. So just a second. This follows Poisson distribution, and it's given to be 10. What else? What else data we wanted? The store operates for this, and the probability that total number of orders received is between 180 and 220. Yeah, you can stop sharing your screen. Shall I share my screen? Like, let's solve this.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, is my screen visible? So let's solve this problem. So we are given a Poisson distribution with the mean rate of orders. Mean is actually 20. So the store operates for 10 hours daily. So if it is like xi, this Poisson distribution is for 1 hour only. So this the store operates for 10 hours, right? So what they are asking is estimate the probability that total number of orders received in this 10 hours as like let me take it as x10 is x1 plus x2 till x10, and this value is between 180 and 220. 180, right? Great. So let us do one thing first. Tell me for expectation of xi is for Poisson distribution I'm writing is variance is equivalent to 20. Is this fine? Is this right? Hello.
How expectation is equal to variance?
This is Poisson distribution, right? For Poisson distribution,
Yes. Ah,
both,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Okay. So now expectation of S10 is nothing but n into expectation of XI, which is nothing but 10 into 20. I can write this as 200, and variance of SI, this S10, sorry, variance of S10 is nothing but n times variance of S10. We can write, and this is like what? 10, this is also 10 into 20, which is again 200. Is this clear? Is this fine?
How can we multiply the
What?
how can we multiply it by
Okay,
that?
let me write these both statements. I'll explain it first. X1 plus X2 till X10, right? So now expectation of S10 is nothing but expectation of X1 plus X2 plus X10. By linearity property of expectation, I can write this to be expectation of X1 plus expectation of X2 plus expectation of X10. Each are independent and identical
Okay.
distribution. So yeah, this will be 10 into 10, which is 100. Sorry. 10 into 2, which is 200. Now this one, variance of
Okay.
S10. Yeah, that also I think it should be clear. So which is 10 into 20. This is again 200. Now by using CLT, let's use CLT here. We can say S10 minus expectation of S10 divide by standard deviation of S2. This follows normal distribution, normal of 0, 1. So what is S10 here? S10 is S10 only, and expectation of S10 is 200, and this is nothing but 10 times 2. Right. This is your Z. Is this clear?
Yes.
Okay. Now in the question they are asking us, what is the total number of orders received in the 10-hour period is between 180 and 220. So we can write something like we can write it like this. 220. S10 is basically x1 plus x2 plus till x10. So that is between 180 and 220. And this can be written as I'm just trying to convert this to be z. So this can be written as 180 minus 200 by 10 root 2. This then z is 220 minus 200 divided by 10 root 2. And this one, what it is, this is minus 2 root 2. This is 20. 2 by, it's 2 by root 2, right? This is not it. This is not. Is this right? Are you getting till this point?
Yes, sir.
So this can be written as fz of root 2 minus fz of minus root 2. And fz of root 2 minus, this can be written as 1 minus fz of root 2. This is nothing but 2 into fz of root 2 minus 1. That is nothing but 2 into fz of 1.41, I suppose. So can we replace this with the value given in the question? So this becomes 0.92 minus 1. So what it is? 1.84. Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now you are comfortable on applying this thing,
Yes.
right? Like by
Can
CLT, this is the major part.
you please move this page slightly upward? I want to take a screenshot. From question number.
Is it fine?
No, slightly upward. Yes, ma'am. Yeah, done.
Is it fine? Like
Yeah,
this is the start. Okay.
yeah. Little up. Okay.
Yeah. Do you have any other questions you want me to solve? Like any questions to discuss?
Done. Thank you so much. This weak rate is little too much confusing. Actually, I didn't get gamma distribution also.
Okay. For gamma distribution, right? Like again, let us go through this by question only, because in those things you need only, you have to learn the properties only. So for gamma distribution, let us take in question practice assignment. Some questions. Okay, so let's see this question. Question number 4 here. Like we have two random variables, that is x and y. So we have gamma. Oh, sorry. So we have a gamma distribution, like x follows gamma distribution with parameters alpha beta, which is 2 1 by 2, and we have y which follows gamma distribution with parameters phi 1 by 2. And what will be the expected value of x by x plus y? So this is the question. So there is one property: if x follows gamma distribution alpha comma k, and y follows gamma distribution beta comma k, then x by x plus y, this follows beta beta distribution and with parameters alpha comma beta. So basically x by x plus y, this is going to follow beta distribution with parameters alpha comma beta. So this follows beta distribution, and alpha is 2, then gamma is 5. So you need not, so what they are asking is, they are asking now expected value of this one, beta distribution. You need not remember the expected value of it, because it will be given in the second question, like in the list of formulas. So if you see for beta distribution, the expected value will be alpha divided by alpha plus beta. So that is nothing but 2 divided by 2 plus 5, which is nothing but 2 plus 5. This is your answer. You got this point. Like this is one property of gamma distribution. So if x follows gamma alpha comma k and y follows gamma beta comma k, then x by x plus y, this particular form only, it follows beta with alpha comma beta. And for expected value of beta distribution is alpha by alpha plus beta, which you can calculate like this. So for this question, it's 2 by 7, right? Is this question clear?
Yes, sir, it is clear. But sir, I have one question from during the assignment.
Okay. Which question? Uh, like, could you do you want to share your screen?
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay. Go ahead.
this fourth one.
Mhm. Okay. Just a second. Mhm. Okay. Okay. Let me proceed. Like, I'll share my screen now. Okay. So in this question, if you see, they are given x1, x2 till x500. These follow normal distribution. Normal distribution with like in fact it is standard normal distribution. And what we have to find in this case is what is the probability that x1 square plus this x500 square greater than 520 using CLT. We have to use CLT. Okay, I'll tell you one of the properties again now. If xi follows normal distribution, then xi square will follow gamma distribution, provided like this must follow this. If xi is going to follow something like a normal distribution of 0 comma sigma square, then this is going to form gamma distribution with 1 by 2 1 by 2 sigma square. This is one of the properties. So if you see in this case, we have to define S500. S500 is nothing but x1 square plus x2 square till x500 square, and each of them is basically it is follow forming each of xi square is gamma distribution 1 by 2 comma 1 by 2 because sigma square is 1 here. You are getting this point?
Yes, yes, I get it.
Okay. Now this summation, like if you see, if there is like I'm going to apply one more property here, which is if x1, x2 till xn, if individually they are like they are IIDs with gamma, alpha, comma beta, then x1 plus x2 plus so on xn, this will follow gamma, n alpha, comma beta. So this will give you what? So S500, now it will follow gamma, n alpha, n is 500, and beta as such. So S500 is following gamma distribution. with 250 comma 1 by 2, right? Is this point clear? Now I have to find expectation of S500. So what is expectation of gamma distribution? Like, do you remember like what is the thing for gamma distribution? It's alpha by alpha plus beta, right? If I sorry, alpha by beta if I'm not wrong. So that is alpha by beta, which is nothing but 500, and variance of this is nothing but alpha by beta square, which is nothing but 250 by 1 by 4, which is nothing but 1000. So your standard deviation of S500, what it is? It's 10 root 10. Now in the question, if you see, they are asking probability of S500 greater than 520. So you can write that as probability of S500 minus mu. What is mu we have calculated? 500. And what is sigma we have calculated? It's 10 root 10 greater than 520 minus 500 divided by 10 root 10. Okay. And this is nothing but probability of z greater than, it will be something 2 by root 10. And if you calculate it, it's 2 by root 10. Probability of z greater than, so I'll get the value of 2 by root 10, like what it is. 2, it's close to 0.632, I believe. So you can write it as probability of z less than 0.632. And actually this value, I think it's not provided in this particular question. So if you use Z table, this value is something close to 0.736, I believe. So upon solving this one, you will be getting 0.264. Is this fine?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Any other any doubts like in this problem?
Oh yeah, how mu is 500? This is n na?
Yeah, like what I said, like in uh, CLT, when we are converting anything of the form x minus mu divided by sigma, this sigma corresponds to this one. Here x is basically S500. So we wanted to subtract expectation of S500 and standard deviation of S500. And for S500, it follows gamma distribution.
Okay, fine. Okay.
Expectation, variance, standard deviation. So if you want, you can remember for gamma distribution, gamma of alpha, comma beta, it is expected value of x will be alpha by beta, and variance of x will be alpha by beta square. Mostly it will be given in the question, in the second question of formula sheet, so you can just substitute and find it and use it. But two properties which I have used here is, like if xi, it follows normal distribution with 0 comma sigma square, then xi square will follow gamma distribution with 1 by 2, 1 by 2 sigma square, 1 by 2 sigma square. This is alpha, this is beta. That's what we used somewhere here. 1 by 2, 1 by 2 sigma square. I have used it. Yeah, here. This is 1 by 2, 1 by 2 sigma square. And if one more property is if x 1 x to these xn, and each xi, if they are going to follow gamma distribution with alpha comma beta, then this summation, this sum S will follow gamma distribution of n alpha comma beta. These two things, these two properties you have to remember from this.
Okay.
Yeah. Any other questions? Or do you want me to discuss any other topics or any other questions? If there are no questions, shall we try solving uh, any random questions, or do you have any set of questions to solve, or any particular topic you want me to discuss here? Hello. Any particular topics or you want me to discuss, or any particular weak concepts?
They want to solve PVQs in the chat.
Yeah. Okay. Let's go with the case then. Let us solve the latest question first. Shall I take the latest question or any preference you have here?
Yeah, you can do that.
I'll go ahead with this. So I'll take this. Let me go with learning mode because of the time constraint. So I'll try to solve it here only rather than going back and forth. Okay. So here they have given let x follows uniform distribution 1 comma 2, and let y given x is equal to 1 follows some distribution y given x is equal to 2. Now they are asking us for the marginal distribution of y, basically f for y of y. So we can apply law of total probability here. So based on law of total probability, this can be written as probability y given x is equal to 1 plus probability into probability of y given x is equal to 2. So what is probability of this? X is equal to 1. X follows uniform distribution. So what can I say about probability of x is equal to 1? Anyone?
It should be 1 by 2.
1/2.
Yeah,
0.5.
yes. And probability of y given x is equal to 1, it is following exponential distribution. For exponential distribution, I can write it as lambda into e power minus lambda y. Since we want in terms of y, I'm writing it like that. Similarly, here as well, uh, it will be like 1 by 2 into lambda into e power minus lambda y. So if I take 1 by 2 common, I will be getting e power minus y plus 2 into e power minus 2. And this can be simplified as what? 1 by 2 e power minus y plus e power minus 2y. That should be your answer. Where it is? This one. Yeah. Oops, I have to exit it. Yeah. Is this question clear?
Yeah, clear.
Let's take the next one. So we are asked about marginal density of X given some graph. So the first thing is we need to plot for these kind of questions. So we are given x greater than 0 and y greater than 0 and x plus y is less than 2. So this will be your x plus y equal to 2 line. Can I say that? This is point is 2 comma 0. This point is 0 comma 2. And they are asking us to find marginal density of x, right? Is this graph clear?
Yes.
Okay. Now we are expected to find marginal density of x. In order to find marginal density of x, first we wanted to know what is fxy, fx comma y. That since it's given to be uniform, can I write it as 1 by
1
delta?
upon D.
Yeah,
Yes.
that delta is nothing but half into base into height. So this becomes 1 upon 2. And now I wanted to calculate marginal of x. So what should be varying? Y should be varying. And anyone can tell me the limit of y here? From where to where? Like I wanted to find marginal of
0 to
x.
2 minus x.
Uh,
0 to 2 minus x.
Yeah. Everyone agree with this? 0 to 2 minus x. So this will be 1 by 2 into 2 minus x.
Bhaiya, can you explain how can we take this? I'm bit
Okay.
confused.
Limits for y is it? If you see, we are calculating marginal of x. When we are calculating marginal of x, y has to vary. So this, like I will take some x, this is some random x, and I'm calculating the probability of it. And y is varying. From where to where y is varying? From here to here, right? Like
Yes.
this point is 0. And what is this y? Basically, what is this point? This point is x comma 2 minus y, right? Because it
Yes.
lies in the line, yeah, and the y will be 2 minus y, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what. Sorry. Y will be 2 minus x, right? I have to express it y. Like y is 2 minus x, so this is 2 minus x. 0 to 2 minus x. You are understanding that?
Okay. Yeah.
So this one, where is this? This is your option one, I suppose. Let me check the answer. I have to exit this annotation to check it. Yeah, is this clear? Like, is this point clear? Or any doubts? Okay, I'll take it as no. So I'll just exit this annotation. So this is your answer. Yeah, that's correct. Okay. Now let's see this question. Here we wanted to find moment generating function of a centralized version of x. So it's not uh, direct, like you shouldn't be see this follows Bernoulli distribution. Bernoulli distribution will have 0, 1, and this probability 0.3, this probability 0.7. But they are asking you MGF of centralized version. How, how do we do the centralized version? To get the centralized version, what we have to do, first we have to calculate the mean of this distribution. So for Bernoulli distribution, the expected value will be P, which is nothing but 0.3. And then you just subtract that from your values. This will make it centralized. So the new centralized distribution, it will be this. So 0.03, 0.7, and that will be with 0.3, and this will be with 0.3. Are you getting till this point? Like this is your x and this is your p of x. How do I convert it from normal to centralized version? You just have to calculate the expected value. Expected value is nothing but p, which is 0.3, and then subtract it from your values. So you'll get minus 0.3, 0.7, and the probability is not going to change, right? Is it clear?
Shouldn't we divide by sigma? Is that not required?
No, that is not required because,
Centralized version.
yeah,
Uh,
when we
okay.
say centralized version, it means uh, the mean should be zero, basically.
Okay, okay. So we only shift by the mean. That's it.
Correct.
Oh,
Yeah, correct.
okay, okay.
So when we calculate this, this becomes expected value of e to the power lambda x in general. So I can write that as minus 0.3 into, so, 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 so that I can write it as, what is the probability first? X into,
Point seven power
yeah,
minus 3 lambda.
what, like, yeah, zero point 0.7 into e to the power minus lambda
Three
into
point
x.
three
Yeah,
lambda.
and similarly here I can write what is my x will be like
Point three
minus
three
0.
point seven lambda.
Just a second. Just messing it up. Just a second. Right. Is this fine? So if you look at the options, it should be which option is matching 0.3 into 0.7 plus last option is matching, right? You are getting this one. Is it fine? Any doubts on how to do, like, from this step to this step? Is it
Explain
clear?
it.
Or yeah, I'll explain it again. So what is expectation of x? How can we write something expectation of x? It is nothing but x into p of x. Similarly, here also expectation of this, we can write it as this value into the probability of that. So just substitute x here. What is x? X is nothing but first 0 minus 0.3. So it will be e power lambda into minus 0.3 into p of x. What is the probability of minus 0.3? It's 0.7, right? Now, what is the other value x can take? X can take 0.7 from here. This is 0.7. Yeah, so it will be lambda into 0.7. What is the probability that can take? 0.3.
Okay.
So this is how it is. Okay. Now let me exit this annotation and then let's check your answers. Okay. So now this question. Uh, can anyone tell me, like, how to find the value of k? Like, is it really required? Yeah.
We
Anyone tell
add
me how to? Yeah.
yes. We have to add all the PMFs and equate it from one. Then we can
Hmm.
get the value of k.
Sure. So that becomes 4k plus 1 by 3 into 1. And k is nothing but 2 by 3, 2 by 2 by, if I'm not wrong. Right. K is equal to 1 by 6. and we have to find what is fx1 of 1. So it is 1 by 3
1 by 3
plus
plus 1 by
6.
6.
Yeah, which is nothing but. And here it is 1 by 6 plus 2 by 6, 3 by 6 is half. And fx2 is 1, which is 1 by 3 plus 1 by 6, which is, I suppose it is half again. And here it is also half. So fx1 of 1, fx1 of 1 is half, and fx2 of 1 is half. Both are equal. So this option is wrong. Fx1 of 2 is half, and fx2 of 2 is also half. It is true. This is correct. So independence. In this case, how do you check independence? Any idea? Like how
Uh,
should we check
Bond
independence?
EMF must be the product of the marginals
Yes,
for,
correct.
for every value like in the table. So
Yes, yes, correct. Yeah. So for every value, what you mentioned is right. So for here, fx1 of 1 is 1 by 2, and fx2 of 1 is also 1 by 2. So I'll give you an example here. Fx1 of 1 is 1 by 2, fx2 of 1 is 1 by 2, but fx1, x2 of 1 comma 1, this value is 1 by 3, which is not product of marginals. Product of marginal is 1 by 4. So these are not independent, right? This question, is this fine?
Yes.
Okay. So we are wires are produced here, okay, with the instant of 50. Heaven, let me just try this. Okay, I don't think uh, this one is required. So we have mu as 50 and standard deviation is given 4. So in a statistical study, suppose the sample size is increased. So what intuitively you can say anything like when we increase the sample size, what will happen to mu and what will happen to variance? Uh, I'll give you the formulas. If you remember, we have this concept expectation of x bar. What is it? It is mu. Variance of x bar is equal to sigma square by n. So if the sample size is changing from 81 to 144, what is happening to this? What is happening to expected value? Will it
It
change?
will not change.
Nothing.
Correct. And what will happen to variance
It
when it
will decrease.
increases?
It will decrease.
Correct. Variance will be reduced. So initially, did they give anything? Initial variance, what it is? It is sigma is 4. So sigma square by n, it should be this. Finally, the variance moved to this, 44. So let's see how much it's changed. Initially, we have to calculate the 16 by 81, which is 0.197. And it turns out to be 16 by 144, 0.11. This is the change. You see variances reduced, sigma square. Is this fine? Like, let me shall go with the answers.
just a small question. So the sigma square is nothing but you take it from the population, right?
Yeah,
Which is given. Okay.
correct.
Okay.
So here the expected value will remain the same and the mean will reduce from 0.198 to this one. Okay, so now this question, we have to calculate expected value of x. So how do we calculate expected value of x? Expected value e of x. It's nothing but integral 3 by 2 minus 6. Is it fine? Like this is your answer for this question. So it will be 3x by 2 minus x square. 3x by 2 minus x square have to be integrated from 0 to this. So that becomes 3x square by 2 minus x cube by 3. So this goes from 0 to 1, which is nothing but 3 by 4 minus 1 by 3. And this basically is 9 by 12 minus 4 by 12. Your answer will be 5 by 12. If I did not make any calculation mistake, it should be 0.42. Let's take it up. Is it clear how I'm doing it? It is x into f of x. It's just x into f of x, just integrating it, right? Any doubts? Uh, is it fine? Like, shall I erase this one?
Yes, you can.
Okay, so I expect the answer is 0.42. Let's see. Now, we wanted to calculate the variance. Okay, okay. In order to calculate the variance, what we need to do is we wanted to variance of x. This is equal to expectation of x square minus expectation of x the whole square. So we want this expectation of x square now. For that, I'm just doing this 3x square. I'm just multiplying x square with this dx. And this varies from 0 to 1. This is your expectation of x square. This is so this becomes 3 by 2 into x cube by 3 minus x power 4 by 4, and this value 0 to 1. So this value is nothing but 1 by 2 minus 1 by 4, which is 1 by 4. So expectation of x square is 1 by 4. Now what we want is variance of x. Variance of x is equal to expectation of x square, which is 0.25. In the previous question, we calculated 0.42, and 0.42 square will be 0.1764. And just subtracting this from 0.25 minus 0.1764, this will give you value somewhere 0.0736. Is this clear? Like how it is done? I suppose the answer is 0.07 in case they asked it for two decimal places, but let's see. Shall I go to next question? Is it fine? Yeah, I'll take it as you understood it. So I'll go to next question. So this should be 0.07. Let us take it. Yeah, it is fine. Okay, so I think this question should be very much straightforward. Like anyone can help me solve this. So we want the value of k. What should I do?
Integrate x and y dx and dy.
It
Yeah,
integrate it and equal to
equal to
1.
okay.
1.
Yeah. So like it's dx and dy. So first I'm integrating with respect to x, and that becomes x square by 2. So this value is 0 to 1, and this value becomes k by 2, and integral this is 1, and integral y dy, and this is nothing but k by 2 into y square by 2. Y value is varying from 0 to 1. This is equal to 1. K is equal to k should be this question. So how to solve this question? It's just changing the integral limits, right? In the previous thing, we integrated from 0 to 1, but now we found the k value, x, y, dy, and we wanted less than half. Both are less than half. So 0 to half, 0 to half, right? Is it clear? So I'll just solve this. Just let me know if I make any mistakes in integration. So dx and dy. So y into x square by 2. So this is 0 to half. So this becomes 2 integral 0 to half y into 1 by 4. So this becomes integral half 0 to half y into dy 1 by 2 y square by 2, and y square is nothing but 1 by 4. Is it right, or 1 by 16 is what I'm getting? Is it fine? Did you get
Yes,
the
sir.
approach? Let's see if 1 by 16 is fine. Hopefully, I didn't do any calculation mistake. But, yeah. Okay, suppose this is y is the sample mean they have given, and each of them follows uniform distribution. So in this case, expectation of y, that's nothing but expectation of y is basically it's going to be mu only. So what is that mu here? Uniform distribution, it's a plus b by 2, it's 0.5. And variance of y, if you calculate variance of y, it will be sigma square by n. So for uniform distribution, if you're going to check the sigma square, that is the variance of it, sigma square is going to be, I think it is b minus a whole square by 12. So b minus a whole square by 12, it will be 1 by 12. And we have this n also here. N value is 10. It is 1 by 120. Right? Is it fine? I think this is your answers. Any doubts?
No.
Okay. Let's see. But hopefully it should be right. So using Chebyshev inequality, we have to get the answers right. Do you remember what Chebyshev inequality say when x minus mu is greater than x minus mu? This is your Chebyshev inequality is greater than equal to k sigma, then it is less than equal to 1 by k square, right? So checking this in terms of this, I can express it as probability y minus 0.5 less than or equal to 0.6 greater than 1 minus 1 by k square. So what we want here is k value. K value is required, right? I think it is continuation of the previous question. In the previous question, I believe we find the variance to be 1 by 120, right? So K sigma is 0.6. And what we have is K into sigma. Sigma is 1 by root 120 into 0.6. So K sigma. So K value is what is square root of 120 is this into zero point 0.6. We can have something 6.57 or something. Now the lower bound will be 1 minus 1 by k square. What is k value we found? 6.57 whole square. So 1 minus 1 by 6.57 into 6.57, 0.023. This was 1 minus 0.023. I think this should be it, but I'm not complete. Yeah. Is this question like, did you understand the approach, like how to solve this? Probability of y minus mu greater than k sigma is less than 1 by k square. This is your Chebyshev inequality, and I just converted it for less than. Like this is greater than, so this for less than. This signs gets reversed, and this becomes 1 minus 1 by k square. And simply comparing these two, we have k sigma is 0.6, and when k sigma is 0.6, we have the sigma value as 1 by 120, which is supposed to be correct, like from the last calculation. So it's root of 1 by 120, it's 1 by root 120, and this is your answer, 0.977. Is this fine, or should I explain it again?
No, sir.
Okay. Let me see. I'm not very sure. 0.977. Let me see. 0.977. Okay. Seems like it's correct. Right. So now this question, calculate the value of fz of 3a. Okay. Z, oh, okay. This Z is different. Like Z is different here. I thought it's standard normal distribution. This is different. So we have Z is equal to x plus y. So what are the, first tell me what is T set of T set? What are the possible values that can take? Like Z is given to be x plus y, and x and y are uniform distribution. X take value 1, 2, y takes value 1, 2. What are the possible values it can take?
2, 3, and 4.
1,
2, 3.
It's 2, 3, 4. Z can't take 1. Minimum value is x minimum, y minimum, which is 1 plus 1, 2. Maximum value is x minimum, x maximum, y maximum, 2 plus 2, 4. So 2, 3, 4. So fz of 3, this can occur, like we just have this x, y. This has two possibility. This has two possibility, and total possibility is 4. And 2 occurs particularly when both are 1. It is 1 upon 4. 4 occurs when both are 2. That is also 1 among 4 possibility. And this will carry the remaining things, right? So this should be 0.5 is my, like, did you get this?
yes, sir.
Okay, let us check the answers. I think it should be 0.50, but why they ask for two places? Did I make any mistake? Fz of 3, enter the answers to uniform distribution with discrete random variable. Z is equal to x plus 5. So define a random variable. Z is equal to x plus 5. So what you have? It is a uniform distribution. Z should take the value of 3. Okay. Oh, sorry. Did did anyone figure out what is the mistake we do in the
There are
previous one?
two possibilities, right? Like x is equal to 1 and y equal to 2, and x equal to 2 and y equal to 1. So these two should be able to add it, right?
Yeah, we did that, right? We have it
Yeah.
as 2 by 4 only. That's 1 by 2.
But
But if you look at this question, if it is fz of 3, and this f is capital F, what does that mean?
okay, CDF. Okay.
Yeah, so z can take values 2 and 3. We have to fz f 2 plus this should be it. So your answer will be, for taking possibility of 2, it is
Sir, I didn't
0.25.
understand.
Okay. See, they asked us what? Let me explain first. We constructed this table. 2, 3, 4. Probability. Till this point, it is clear, right? Z can take values.
Yeah.
This is
Yes.
probability. Yeah. Now they asked fz of 3. And fz of 3 is nothing but probability x, right?
Oh, yes, I got it.
Yeah. So this z can take value 2, z can take value 3. And that is it. 1 by 4 plus 1 by 2, which is 0.75. So just be careful whether they asked CDF or PDF. Uh, Actually, I get this thought because initially while typing we see 0.5, but they're asking for two decimal places. So just re-ensure it. Sometime it may happen like this, so be careful. And here, probability of z is equal to 4. See, they gave z is 4, and they're asking z to be less than 3. So what should be your answer for this?
0.
Yeah,
Zero.
yeah. So, because that when I tell z is equal to 4, z can't be less than 3, so it should be 0. And this problem, fair coin is tossed 100 times, and this is happening. The random variable represents the total number of hits. Okay, this is S. S. S is nothing but x1 plus x2 till x100. So how do I construct it? Whenever you're doing for approximation using central limit theorem, you can always have in mind it is going to be a normal distribution. And for normal distribution, we have two parameters, which is mu and sigma square. And how do I calculate the mu? What is the expected value of S here? Anyone?
Uh,
Uh,
It's actually n times
yeah.
100 times. Yeah.
And variance of S, that is equal to, which is nothing but 0.25. Is 25. Is it fine? So it should follow, yeah, 50 and 25. Let us see if it is the case or not. Yeah, it is. Now they are asking us to find an
Oh,
approximate probability.
just a small question here. So why can't
Yeah,
this be binomial? Because this is a repetition of Bernoulli, right? So why can't this be binomial? Just to understand the concept.
yeah, this can be binomial. In fact, it is binomial when you are doing it, but we are approximating it using CLT. And one useful thing of approximating it is it will be easier to calculate. When it is in normal distribution, we have those things, right, like set tables, and from that we can easily get the probability. But if you leave it as binomial, it will be like complex combinatorics. It will be like 100C, those values, right? It will be difficult to calculate. It will be 0.5 power something something.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Yeah. We are just approximating it. It is, to be honest, it is exactly binomial only, but we
Mhm.
are approximating it for our calculation. And in the question, they are telling us to approximate it using central limit.
Okay. That's why only one answer is
Yeah,
correct here. Okay.
yeah,
Okay. Okay. Ideally both, but because it's
yeah,
asked as central limit theorem, it's only one answer. Okay.
yeah, yes. Now, for your last question, we have to use central limit theorem. We want to find this. I think we did most of the things in the last question itself, and let's proceed. So it will be S minus, okay, so 48 less than S less than 52. So just subtract the mu and then just divide it by sigma, and this is going to be S. and this is going to be what is it? So we want these values. So fz of 0.4 minus fz of minus 0.4 and fz of 0.4. This
So
can be
we get
written
the
as,
values of FZ in the question paper itself, right?
yeah, we will be having this. So this is nothing but 2 times fz of 0.4. This one. And this fz of 0.4, let me check the z table for it. I think it is somewhere 0.65. Let me do. It should be like close to 0.30 something. Let me check this out. By the way, is the concept clear? Like how to proceed?
Yeah, the concept is clear for me, but I just have a question with from the equality. So we
Okay.
have a minus zero point 0.4 less than z less than zero point 0.4. So this
Yeah.
is a normal distribution, right? When we want to calculate this area. So why
Yes.
can't we write here 2 times z less than zero point 0.4? It we can actually reduce that inequality from there. Will it be the same because the area is same?
How can you say it is 2 times less than fz point 4? Because what we want is z. This is, let me take and this area, right? We want
Yeah,
only this area.
correct. Yeah,
So
yeah. This is
yeah, how do you want to solve? Like,
so. So what I meant was, so in this case, you have used f set of b minus f set of a. Yeah,
yeah.
this clear. But instead of that, why, if in case we do 2 times the area from 0 to zero point 0.4, shouldn't this be the same
2 times
area from 0 to zero point 0.4? Yeah.
yeah. That should be. But again, you need to subtract this. This value will be 0.5. Right? You need to subtract it. No, you want only
Yes.
this area. If you take fz of 0.4, they will give you like the value given by this is entirely this. To get this area alone, you have to subtract 0.5.
Oh, okay, okay. This is from minus infinity to. Okay, okay. Yeah. Okay. Now
Yeah.
it's clear. Yes, yes, that's okay.
So this is it. Let me check if I didn't make any calculation error, it should be fine. But if it is, it is. Yeah, it is correct. Yeah, we solved the latest question paper. Like it is comparatively easier one, I would say. Do you have any other questions to should I solve? Do you want to solve like these questions are fine. Like last time they asked it quite easy, but in the graded assignment I saw few tricky questions. Let me show you them. I think it was on the week 6 of practice or something. I saw that. I don't remember where it is now. Yeah, meanwhile, like if you want me to solve any questions, do let me know, like from week 5, week 6 tutorial practice assignment, anything. Or do you want me to solve one more paper? You're able to solve these kind of questions, right? Like how to identify this question. So I'll just explain one of this question. So we have to, they are given a graph and we are given x1, x2, x3, x4, x5. So we know like, I'll just write it. See, these are basically your expectations. The peak, the x value where the graph peaks, those are your expectations. So if you see this value peaks on the same x. This is your expectation of x, and they both have the same expectation. X1 is equal to x5. And if you see here, after that, it is what? This x2, right? This is x2. After that, this one, this is x4, and this is x3. So this is your answer. And you have to see the variance. Variance refers to spread down. If you see this graph, you see this graph, you see which is having more variance. Okay. Yeah,
B.
yeah. You have to use the same logic over here. So x1 and x2 will have nearly the same variance. X1 near to same for variance and telling. And then that is less than x3. That is less than x4, x5. X5 is varying much. You see? Yeah, that is the answer, right? And this question, let's see. Yeah. So we are given y is equal to e power x, and e power x is a monotonic function in this range, support of x. So can we use that formula and try this out quickly? Right? What does that formula says? We have y is equal to e power x, then y inverse of x will be ln of x. So that is like simply I can say something like g inverse of x is equal to ln of x. And then what else we have? Y dash we need to calculate. Y dash will be e power x. So you can write it as 1 by g dash of g inverse of x into f of g inverse of x. F of g inverse of x. So this is basically 1 by x. Can write x 1 2 into x. So you can write something like log 2 y. Right? It's matching it this one, right? Is it fine? Like how do we solve this? You simply have to use this formula. G dash of g inverse of x is f of g inverse of x. Right? Provided this g has to be monotonic in the support of x, then you will be getting this. Is this question clear? Uh, is it fine? Like, I hope. Or any doubts? I suppose this is fine. I'll give it the limitations. So these are you're able to solve these kind of questions, or should I solve one like we if you remember like we solve one for that total probability using y, right? Like, are you comfortable with those kind of questions? or shall I solve one?
Please solve, sir.
Yeah, I'll take this question only. So x follows binomial and y given x is equal to 0, y given x is equal to 1, and y given x is equal to 2. Find f of y. Hmm. I'll solve here because this question will be somewhat lengthy. So I'll just take that question first. It is in week 5. So we have x, okay? X follows binomial distribution with 2, 0.5. And we have y given x is equal to 0. And what does this do? This follows exponential with 2. And y given x is equal to 1 follows normal with 0, 4. Y given x is equal to 2 forms uniform. This is it. So now if you see fy of y, I can write it as probability of x is equal to 0 into probability of y given x is equal to 0 plus probability of x is equal to 1 into probability y given x is equal to 1 plus into now what is the probability x is equal to 0? If you see x itself is following a binomial distribution. When x itself follows binomial distribution, the probability of x is equal to 0 will be right. Is this fine for probability of x is equal to 0? In any general form is like this NCR into you can write it as p power r into 1 minus p power n minus r. Right? Is this clear? So here since x is equal to 0, it is 2c0, 0.5 power 0.5 power 0 into 1 minus 0.5 0.5 power n minus r. N is 2 again 2. So that's what I wrote here. Is this clear? Or should I explain it again? Like how probability of x equal to 0 I wrote. Hello? Am I audible? Uh, Hello? Yeah, is this clear? Like, shall I proceed?
Yes, it's clear.
Okay. I'll just keep proceeding. Probability of y given x is equal to 0, it follows exponential distribution. It will be lambda into e power minus lambda x. So, like, since it's, I want to represent it in terms of y, I'm writing it as y plus this one. This is 2c1 into 0.5. Uh, Again, this will be per 2 only. And here it will be probability of y given x is equal to 1. It is following normal distribution. And for normal distribution, we have to write it as 1 by square root of 2 pi into sigma into e to the power minus half into x minus mu. by sigma whole square plus this is your PDF of normal distribution, and probability of x is equal to 2 will be 2c2 into 0.5 whole square into probability of y given x is equal to 2. It is following uniform distribution, so this becomes 1 by b minus a, that is 1 by 1. So this is basically 2c0 is 1 into 0.25 into 2 e power minus 2y plus 2 into 0.25 into, how can I simplify this? 2 root 2 pi into e to the power minus, this is basically y, I can just solve it, y square by 8, and this can be written as 1 into 0.25 into 1. So I can write it as, I'll just take this 0.25 common, which is 1 by 4, 2 into e power minus 2y plus uh, this 2 and this 2 can be cancelled. In fact, is this clear? This is your answer. Any doubts?
No, sir.
Okay. Do you want me to solve similar question, or is this fine? Like, you want me to try one more question, or this is fine? Okay. I'm searching for a graph question which was asked earlier, but I'm not able to find. Okay. Can we try this question? Question number 2. Let's try question number 2 here. So x and y, this follows a uniform distribution, and they have given this one to you. And what is the probability of this? So can you, let's first find out fx of y, of x comma y, which is nothing but 1 by delta. So if you are going to draw the graph, this is 4 comma 0, 0 comma 4, x greater than this, x greater than this. So this is 4, this is 4, delta is half into base into height, 8. Fx of y is nothing but 1 by 8. And they are asking 2x plus y, find the value p of 2x plus y greater than 2. Okay. So how do you solve this? What is the probability of this? If you try to plot this graph, right? 2x plus y greater than 2. So when I consider x as 0, this is right. When I consider x as 0, y is 2. So this is it. When I consider y as 0, x will be 1. Right? X will be 1. So these are the graph. Like this is the line here. It passes through 1 comma, this is 1. This is 1 comma 0 and 0 comma 2. And I have to find this area. Right? So if you look at this area, I wanted to find what is the total area. We calculated total area to be what? It's 8. What about the area of this one? It will be half into base into height, right? Right, this area. Am I making sense here? Like this part, small part. Hello, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Are you understanding this question? Because if you see x plus y greater less than 4, so x plus y less than 4 in the sense this is the line. Like this point is 0 comma 4. This point is 4 comma 0. So x plus y less than 4, x greater than 0, y greater than 0 means this area completely, right?
Yes, sir.
Till this triangle. And this triangle has area to be half into base into height, which is 8. And here, if you see the question, they are asking 2x plus y greater than 2. So this is your line 2x plus y equal to 2. This point is 1 comma 0, and this point is 0 comma 1. So you have one more triangle here, and this point is 1 comma 0. This point is 0 comma 2. The area of this triangle will be half into base into height, which is 1. So this part, if I'm going to exclude, that is exactly excluding one part out of it, it becomes 7, right? What is the probability of this space now? It becomes 7 by 8 because I'm just from the total area, subtract this triangle area, divide by total area. We
Yes,
want
sir.
this. Yeah. Is this clear? Like how 7 by 8 is coming? Yeah. Can I erase this annotations or it's fine, right?
Yes, sir.
So you see, just remember like a lot of tricky questions are there, but which are not in PYQs, but these questions are quite different and it requires you to solve. So trivial ones. Okay. Can we just solve some random questions? Okay, let's try this question. Question number 7 from week 6. Uh, yeah, let's uh, let's solve it here only. So So x and y is uniformly distributed where it is bounded by x is equal to 0, x is equal to 2, and x is equal to 2y. So this point is 0, this point is 2, and when x is equal to 2, y will be 1, right? So this is your line, x is equal to 2y line, and this point is 2 comma 1. Now what they are asking us, mm, fy of y given x is equal to 1, right? So like what? We will just calculate fx of xy first. That is nothing but 1 by d. So 1 by area. What is your delta for this question? Half into base into height, which is nothing but 1. So this is your 1 by d here. Now we want to find the marginal probability of x. So fx of x, which is nothing but integral y varies from where? Y varies from 0 to x by 2. Is this part clear? Like y varies from this to this?
Yes.
Yeah. So this becomes your y and fx of this becomes here. So fx of 1 is 1 upon 2. Now this is your denominator. In the numerator we have fxy 1 comma y. What is fxy 1 comma y? If you put, it will be always 1. Do you do you agree? If x this becomes always 1, right? See, whatever I substitute, this is giving me 1. So I'm just putting this. This is will also give me 1, right? Is it fine? Or am I confusing anything here? Like, is this fine? I hope it should be. So I'll give fy of x is equal to 1 of y. This is basically fxy 1 comma y divided by fx of x. So fx of y, we have it here, and this value is 1 by 2. This value is going to become 2. The 2 is your answer. Is this question clear? Any doubts here?
No, sir.
Okay. Yeah, do let me know like if any particular question again I wanted to solve out of this or any topics for the quiz. We'll discuss it. Actually, these should be very straightforward. Anyways, let's do it. So what they are asking, marginal density of x. Marginal density of x is nothing but varying y. So y varies from 0 to 4 and x square plus y by 36 and y is varying. So this becomes 1 by 36 into x square y plus y square by 2. So 1 by 36, y is varying 4x square plus 4 square 16 by 2 is 8. And this gives you x square plus 4 divided by 9. So, sorry, x square plus 2 divided by 9. So this becomes 1 by 9 into x square plus 2. And x varies from minus 2 to x to 1. This is your option. Is this right? Is this fine? Yeah, this question should be very much straightforward. So I just solved it. And you have to find probability of 0 less than x less than 1 for this. So if you are trying to calculate, let's do this. Mm, we calculated fx of x in the previous question. So let's just continue and solve this. So this becomes 0 to 1 by 9 x square plus 2 dx. They are asking from 0 to 1. That's why it's the bound. It's x squared by 3 plus 2x. So this becomes 0 to 1. It is nothing but 1 by 9 into 1 by 3 plus 2. This is going to be 1 by 9 into 7 by 3. This is going to be, I hope it should be 7 by 27. Is this clear? Like I calculated this in the previous question. I just applied it here. Now, for this question, are x and y independent or not? So, for these type of questions, you have to calculate the fx of x marginal first, and for marginal of y, and then you have to multiply and check. So, if you are going to calculate marginal of x, you have to integrate it through y. So, it will be from 0 to 1. Okay, for x square y plus 2 y power 5. So we are just integrating with respect to y, right? So this becomes 4x square y square by 2 plus 2 y power 6 by 6. This is 0 to 1. So this becomes what? 2x square plus y power 6 divided by 6. Similarly, how to calculate fy of y? For fy of y, how to integrate 0 to 1 with respect to x. So this becomes 4y x cubed by 3 plus 2y power 5 x. So if you have to substitute 4y plus 2y power 5. You have this equation. Let's try to multiply these two equations. So if you multiply this, what you will get 8 x square y, which is not going to equal to fxy comma xy. So this is not independent, right? Can we conclude? Is this clear? Yeah. Okay. I think that's the question. Like, do you have any more questions to discuss? Like, so yeah, these are the topics I plan to cover for today. Uh, Ashwin, you can stop the recording, I think.